trip. We're going on a trip in my favorite rocket ship. Da-da-ba-ba-ba. Little Einsteins. Hello and good morning, beautiful people. Now it's currently 7:16 in the morning. I'm wearing my hippy dippy pants. I'm outside because this is the only place that I could really film. I'm going to be talking to you guys about the importance of meditation and how it changed my life. And when I tell you, this is not where I expected my life to go. Not at all. I grew up being taught that meditation was evil and it's a way to let demonic souls and demonic spirits into your body because you're clearing your mind, and therefore God cannot enter your mind and it's demonic forces. No science behind that. I used to be like the type of person who did not want to do meditation at all. I would learn everything. I'd listen to every podcast. I'd do everything except for meditate. The second someone brought up meditation, I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I have ADHD. I cannot sit still. I cannot just be. Then I was listening to this podcast, and surprise, surprise, this guy, he was talking about meditation. He was like, a lot of people say they can't meditate. When I've got ADHD, when I can't sit still. And he's like, that's just your mind telling you that you can't. But the truth be told, you can sit still for at least 10 minutes. I don't know if this is exactly what he said. I'm kind of trailing on my own little version here. But he's like, you can sit still for at least 10 minutes or 30 minutes. Any human being is capable of sitting still and doing this. The thing is their mind just says, oh, I don't want to. I could be getting up. I could be doing this. Your mind is not used to just sitting in stillness because everything is so consumption. Fast food, scrolling on TikTok, job, work, school, career. Life goes by so fucking quickly and no one stops to breathe. Hard. And he's like, seriously, just meditate for 30 minutes a day. Watch how it transforms your life. Just show up. Do you love yourself enough to even show up for yourself enough to just sit still for 30 minutes a day? You have 30 minutes a day. You're scrolling on through TikTok for 30 minutes. You're making food for 30 minutes. Like, these things that people are doing, if it is a priority to you, you will find the time and you will realize how easy it is to integrate the time. Coming from someone who was so against meditation for years, I finally meditated for 30 minutes a day. Y'all, my life changed. I can just feel like this is the beginning. It's like when you're about to go on this crazy, wild journey and you have no fucking clue where you're gonna go, but you've just started something. The story time about how meditation really helps. So first off, when you're in that state and you are forced to just sit in your mind, you start to think, there's multiple meditations you can do. You can just sit there and think, well, I don't want to do this. I hate this. I just want to move. Like, why can't I move? You can literally sit there, and even having those thoughts are okay because you can reflect on it. Be like, no, you're going to sit here. No brain, you are going to sit here. No brain, you are going to sit here. And then you also have the times where you are visualizing and capturing positive emotions, because meditation for me has sort of become an escape from reality. I don't have to worry about any of my problems. I don't have to be Bethany. Or the amount of times I've failed, I'm just there. And it's nice. It helps you go throughout your day too. See, the nervous system, it's so revved up all the time because of the consumption, because especially if you have trauma. And trauma can be anything. So many people undermine their shit, but your body is basically in a state of survival all the time. You're just trying to go from one thing to the next. Learning how to actually slow it down allows you to think clearly about situations. So I'm going to get into telling you a recent story, how it helped me. So yesterday, I was feeling good. I was all like, yes, Bethany, you've made so much progress in life. Maybe you don't have to compare your journey to everyone else. You're on your own timeline. All that matters is the decisions you make in the present. I saw my mom And I love my mom. I love my mom. I want to make that very clear right now. I love my mom. However, she didn't make very healthy decisions for me as a child. And I grew up in a constant state of fear. I had suppressed so much shame. It was very much not, my emotional needs were completely and utterly neglected, abandoned. I felt like I had to be the mature one in every single regard of every single thing. Everything felt like my fault. People were throwing all their problems on me. I was the family therapist. I don't know, I felt like I was parenting everyone and dealing with a lot of my own shit that was happening to me as a child. No one noticed anything that happened at school. No one noticed if I would be missing. No one cared. Horrible beliefs about God and hell and burning for eternity. Basically, I ended up getting kicked out of the house for my TikTok. That's when I made the decision that I was going to figure out a way how to make it work. I had no idea how. I just knew I was going to. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm very grateful for that. Journey, I've realized, is to forgive my mother and to understand, like, she's not a bad person. She has grown. She has very much grown. She's not the person she was in the past, and it's so unfair for me to blame her for a lot of those things because, yes, I was basically raised in a cult. I was brainwashed, and I'm so angry that I was brainwashed. But that's all she was ever taught too. That's all she knows to life as life. That's her entire reality, her entire perception of reality. And, I hear a lot of the things that she talks about that happened to her as a kid and her fears. And she passed that down to me. I'm not saying it's fair, but it makes sense. Like, she never went through the healing that I've gone through. She doesn't understand. She doesn't even understand that what happened was wrong. She doesn't understand, she's unaware. She's living in ignorance. She's operating from a limited level of consciousness. She's not a bad person. But, I saw her today. We started talking again this month, August. We hadn't talked in 2 months. And I'm coming from this place of trying to forgive her. Oh my gosh. It can be triggering. My ego wants to pop up at times and get mad and be like, well, why are you being, because she's being more motherly and parenting to me and more compassionate to me than she ever has in my entire life. And a part of me is like, well, where was this when I was a child? Where were you when I fucking needed you? I don't fucking see you. I raised myself completely. And now that I'm stable and successful in my life, now you're able to show up? I don't even think she would admit that the things that she does are wrong. She's just, and it triggered me. It triggers me. And I have to, and then on top of that, afterwards, I ended up meeting this boy. I know. I just happened to randomly run into him. And we just happened to randomly be like, you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah, I do. We actually had this incredible conversation. I'm not even joking. It was the most raw, authentic conversation I think I have ever had with someone in my whole life, because I'm able to be my raw, authentic self more and more every single day. And so before then, I wasn't able to be that version of myself ever. So I was never able to have those type of things in the present. And you are vulnerable and you respond in raw authenticity. So many people have a fear oh, they're gonna hate me, they're gonna think I'm stupid, they're gonna laugh at me, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I've actually come to find that sometimes you find people in alignment and it doesn't go that way, and a lot of people respect you more for that, and you feel more confident, and you're able to talk more about yourself, and it just gets better and better and better and better and better. And he was saying, like, at the end, like, he was like, I really fuck with you. And I was like, I really fuck with you too. And it's exciting for me because this is the first person I have met in years that I've actually gotten feelings around. Like I'm not, like, I just met him, but, like, it actually sparked something. Like, I like this boy. I like this boy a lot. And that's fucking terrifying. That's so fucking terrifying. Because in the past, the people I've attracted have been reflections of my inner state, dealing with repressed emotions of shame and guilt, and a lot of the type of relationships that I had with my parents 100% showed up in my relationships that I chose. Like, a lot of me people pleasing and trying to minimize myself and just appease their every desire, mold myself into the person they need me to be, and shitted on and dogged on for things that I should not have tolerated or accepted in the relationship. And then I kind of went, well, fuck everyone. I'm just not gonna love. I'm gonna focus on myself, and I'm gonna be a man eater. Didn't want to open up, so I'd hang out with people, but nah. When you've been focusing on yourself for so long, all the problems that you have in relationships, all the toxicity, all the awful patterns, you don't really have to deal with them when you are not liking someone, when you don't actually have to open up your heart. The second you find someone who you actually kind of like again, all those toxic patterns immediately resurface. Immediately. But me and him, we had a great conversation and stuff. It was incredible. We hung out for a couple hours. He said that he was going to hit me up and we were going to hang out more, and he was like, it was good. He had texted me. I was at a class. I texted him back like an hour later. Then he didn't respond. My immediate thoughts were just like pure rage and like obsession. I don't know. It was just like, okay, well, like, fuck you. Like, and then someone had texted me about my cat, because my cat's missing. The cat that I've been attached to since I was in 4th grade, and I absolutely love my cat so much. I love my cat. It's so sad. I'm so sad. I'm happy, but I'm sad. I'm very happy, but I'm very sad. And that's the yin and the yang of things. Okay, that was off topic. Anyway, someone had texted me and was telling me how they think they found my cat. I don't think it's my cat, but I went over there to check it out anyways. For like an hour, and I just got even more sad thinking about it. Then I was like upset because I was like, wow, I actually kind of like this person. Now I feel like abandoned again, and I'm like, oh my word, like I just lost something. Like, and then everything else started to resurface, and I started thinking, oh my word, Bethany, you're broke right now. Like, you need to get a job. You need to be doing this. What are you doing? Oh my word, you're a complete failure. Look at you. You have no one. You have nothing. You've lost everyone. Because like I recently detached myself from a majority of the people everyone I've ever known. I don't talk to anymore. I'm just not in alignment anymore. So on my own path, and it was just this so much overwhelmingness just completely overtook me, and I was trying to like, well, you feel overwhelmed right now. Do you know what you should do? You should just work, because that's the only thing you can do. If you work, maybe you're at least doing something with your life and you can get better and blah, blah, blah. So I was trying to do some work. That work, I had to fill out things about like taxes and these things that I was never taught. No one fucking taught me this in school. My family never taught me. Like, I feel And then more anger completely overtook me because I was so angry about the fact that no one ever taught me anything about the world. My own family, they were so sheltered their entire life that they don't even know jack shit about anything. And I felt like I was just dumped into this world with starting at 18, just starting at completely ground zero. No money, no intelligence with how the world works, like nothing. Like, I don't have resources, I don't have support. And it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I'm trying so hard and it's just like, God damn, can I catch a fucking break? And it's like I can't breathe and I'm so exhausted. And I was like, Bethany, this is the energetic state you're not supposed to be getting into. You know better. You know, like, if you ever want to do better and be better, you have to calm down. You have to calm down. You're not thinking clearly. You're worked up. You're starting to go down a spiral that's can only lead nowhere good. And I just kept on thinking, meditate, 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 meditate. You gotta meditate. You gotta calm your nervous system down. I did not want to. I just sat in a chair in like an angry, anxious, depressed, old version Bethany. I was just so done. I was like, there's no point. I'm extreme. I'm an extreme, intense person. I jump from 0 to 100 like that. 1 minute, I'm like, oh my God, I love life. Life is so beautiful. The trees are beautiful. I love this human experience. Even the bad things, like, I'm just so grateful for it. And then the next time, like, I want to die. Like, there's no in between. So frustrating. But yeah, so I eventually, as like, Bethany, you are not moving your ass until you fucking sit here and meditate. So I meditated. And I started off by how to calm your nervous system down. So what you do is you take a small breath with your nose, like breathe in and expand your stomach. I don't know if you guys can see it. Like, you know, like try to your stomach. And then when you breathe out longer with your mouth than the inhalation. So it's like, and do that multiple times, and that calms your nervous system down. So I was doing that for probably a good solid 10 minutes, honestly. And then I started thinking, and I'm like, Bethany, let's address the real problem here. First off, the boy. You just met this boy, okay? It's not serious. It's not. And you're not gonna get hurt again because you know yourself now, and you would never allow again, you know your boundaries, you know who you are. You would never again allow yourself to be in that type of relationship in the first place. You would end it. You would rather be alone than be in something toxic and draining. Accept people who are going to treat you right, who are going to show kindness. And if something goes wrong, you know, even if he does you dirty, that's not a reflection of you. That's a reflection of something that's he's dealing with in his inner world. And even if he does you so fucking dirty, you'd still be grateful that you met him and had that one really great day, because in that one really great day, you were able to be in the present and you felt happy and you saw things about yourself that you didn't appreciate before. So no matter the outcome, you're okay. You're okay. And I started thinking about my cat. And I was like, Bethany, Meow is safe. Even if he's dead, he's safe. Energy, you know, he's never really gonna leave you. You're not alone. And then I started thinking about my mom, and I was like, I kept on forgiving her and being like, you know what, I choose not to be that. I forgive it. I'm not gonna allow that energy. And I was like, Bethany, you were doing so much better than you did even a month ago. You were doing so much better than you were doing even a week ago. You are doing more and more and more every day. You are growing more and more every day. You're becoming more loving, more compassionate, more empathetic, more stronger, more disciplined, more everything. You're doing it so well. And if you've grown this much, this hard time is not going to last forever. It's guaranteed. It's not going to last forever. Everything that has happened for a reason, and I love who I am. I know I can overcome any obstacle. I am so grateful for every single thing that I have been through, because it has all made me the person that I am today. It has all prepared me and for who I am right in this present moment. And what I've done yesterday, it does not determine the person that I choose to be at every single day and every single present. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. Even though in the physical world, it may not seem like much right now. Trust me, I am doing so much. I started thinking about that guy and like releasing control over the outcome and just accepting things for what they were. Immediately after the meditation, he had texted back. Like 5 minutes into the meditation, he had texted back. Nothing was wrong. Okay, he was at a family event and he couldn't respond. That's why he didn't respond. And then do you know what he said? Don't you even worry about it. Don't you even worry about it. I want to hang out with you tomorrow. Today's tomorrow. Ha, ha. And I was like, oh my God, Bethany, this is the problem. Don't you see? You jumped to the worst possible conclusion. Oh my word, he's gonna abandon me. He hates me. I'm a fuck up. I'm a failure. Oh my God. As this version, this perception, this energetic field that is a negative space within myself, and then so I'm perceiving him in that way, and I feel like you create your reality. You get whatever version of a person that you are energetically putting out every single day. I wrote it out too. After I meditated, I started writing things out, and I was like, I release control. I'm not going to spend my energy being like this. It does not serve me anymore. No, I just think it's really funny how when I made that mental shift and I started to actually let go, that's when I got a text back. I may not believe in that type of shit, but I don't know. I feel like it was like an energetic signal in the universe. Like as I healed that within myself. It was really weird. It's just weird how that works. Meditate, because instead of me going to bed angry that night and being all like, oh, I fucking hate the world, I'm failing, I'm doing this, and then as I was sleeping, I would be manifesting that shit subconsciously because I didn't resolve it. Instead, I calmed down my nervous system. I observed the thoughts that I was having. I was like, okay, this isn't good. This is not who you are. What do you truly want? What do you truly desire? Who are you? And I chose a better path, forgiveness, the faith. I chose faith over fear. And I went to bed that night and I slept like a baby. I slept like a fucking baby. I was peaceful, and then I woke up, and guess what? I woke up in a great mood, ready to start the day, being with insightful ideas that I had never thought of before, way more wanting to be productive, way more excited about life, just excited to be alive. That's the thing about meditation. That's why meditation is so important. I could go on about meditation forever, honestly. When I started meditating, I went in with zero expectation. I was like, this is bullshit. This isn't gonna help me. I'm so smart. How could this help me? I'm a genius. I don't need help. Blah, 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 blah. Someone said, when you go in with no expectations, those are usually when you get the most transformative results. And it's true. Because now I am such a passionate advocate for meditating. Because you are forced to sit there and calm your nervous system down. And it's actually really helped with my ADHD because I've training my mind to be able to focus on a task, to be able to sit still, to be able to do these things. And my ADHD symptoms get lesser and lesser. And when they do pop up, I'm more aware of them and I know how to apply it into my life better. Meditation really is just observing your patterns, your emotional state, and then leaning into it, accepting that that is how you feel, that is what is happening right now, understanding why you are feeling those things, really feeling it. I cry in meditation a lot. Understanding why all these negative thought patterns were popping up, from seeing how it correlated to my past relationships and my family history and just my programming, my program. It's my program. It's my paradigm. It's my demons that I have to face. And I was really reflecting on that. And then I was able to choose something else, to become someone else. A better Bethany. A better Bethany every day. So, yeah, meditate. Give it a try.